Good, it's much nicer with him at the graveyard. I'm still so sad though. I'm so lonely. It was bad when I was alive. I should have been a better person. What do you mean? We're dead, but we still deserve some respect. Oh fine, I'll tell you. Each corpse is a soul vessel. It bears the mark of his life. Sins are red and good deeds are white. Even the best decorations can't make a graveyard with a peaceful place when it is full of sin. I'm not sure that I understand what you're talking about. I'm sure you don't. Haha, you better take a good care of the graveyard. I'll be watching you. I like pronouncing the haha. I know it's just meant to be a laugh, but I always see written haha and think it's haha. I can't do anything. I'm so sad. Boo. All human remains have their own unique spiritual attributes. A corpse gets its red and white skulls from its body parts. You can change a corpse's red and white skulls by removing organs and embalming. The main way to increase your graveyard's decoration is to decorate graves with objects that have more decoration. Each line that has both a skull and a decoration counts as one that. Lines that have sin never count, but you need to fill them with wreaths to reach good deeds lines. Okay. I really wish they would use words in some of these cases, but I get it. Just makes the whole communicating to YouTube thing harder when they don't. Anyway, so that happened. Welcome back to Graveyard Keeper. I did intend to have a usual intro, but that guy appeared all of a sudden when I went to bed, so I had to act fast. Anyway, we're cleaning up down here because we get lots of extra little parts for doing this, as we found out last time. We get some flitch and some iron parts and some nails, and it's all great and dandy and wonderful. But I suppose our quest is to get enough points here to get ourselves to a basic wooden repair kits, so that we can start repairing the graveyard and making it decent. This stuff away. And to afford this woodworking, we need 20 red, and we can easily get that actually. We can do that by maybe just one flitch? Maybe? Nope. 2 flitch. 2 flitch it is. Cool. Working. So now we can make a carpenter's workbench, and that will allow us to make wooden repair kits, and then we can also work our way to stone, which will get us stone repair kits. And we can start working on stuff for that. But to make a carpenter's workbench, we have what we need. Continue sideways. This is wonderful. Never had so much ability to keep things nice and space efficient. Well, I always did actually in the beta, but they never told you about rotating, so I just thought this was always the way you had to do it. We need a wooden plank, and then we can make a repair kit. That bug is still in there, huh? If you open an interface before you've picked up an item, it doesn't think you have the item. There we go. Got 4 wooden repair kits from doing that. Do we have enough nails? We do not. So we're probably going to have to bury a body, sell a burial certificate, and then buy the nails from our friendly blacksmith. I need to sleep because I am out of energy. What I should probably do actually is bake this flesh, because who cares if we're I remember. Who cares if we're terrible cannibals, right? We're planning on starting an evil cult. So there we go, we're going to bake some meat. will simply allow us to have more energy, or we can consume it when we're running low on energy during the day and need to get something done. I haven't had any more bodies. I have a feeling we were being given bodies too quickly in the beta, because I seem to remember the donkey saying he would deliver them every either Sunday or Moon Day, but he would bring them almost every day. With a bit of grave fixer-uppery, we will have a nice grave. Graveyard, sorry. These are graves, singular. And many graves make a graveyard. Once we do, we'll be able to open the church, start making real money. We need a body to fill this hole, basically. Where I'm at with that whole thing. So if we go back up to our woodworking section, I want to see what we have access to. I know we have access to markers, but do we have access to basic grave borders? Because I don't think we were given that. No, we don't. So what do we need to get basic grave borders? Theology. We need simple gravestones. We need 10 construction points, red points, and crafting. 10 crafting points and 5 nature points. So nature points are reasonably easy to get. You just have to like do some gardening, do some gathering. But the red points at this early stage of the game are actually a little more tricky. Red points become the easiest later on, at least in my experience. But until that point, you kind of just make it from flitch and making firewood and repairing graves and stuff. I think this gives nature, doesn't it? Nope, this gives both. That's nice. That's nice to know. You here? Here. I think these, yeah. Those trees are too big. We suck too much to cut down those trees. If we leave the stumps, the trees won't regrow, so I should actually be trying to remove these stumps. They do take a lot of energy to remove, though. Well, actually, that's not that bad. I think they cut down the energy cost on that. I seem to remember the energy cost on that being so much higher. So, these are the best to remove for organic points. Nature points, see, there you go. Lots. They're just like weeds. Oh, a body! An actual body! So they do come on days other than Sunday. Why am I stopping to dig this up? I don't know. Don't ask me questions. I don't know why I do the things that I do. Alright, so as I understand it, let's look at this body. Red, white, white. I think flesh always adds 1 red skull. And we are going to do some science. No, it removes 1 white skull. So this is a red, white body now. So we don't want to bury this, because it's a crap body. Because it's worth basically nothing, because a red skull will negate a white skull. In terms of the worth of the corpse. So, goodbye. No, goodbye. It's as simple as that. That's how we do things around here. How many red points? 8. So if I remove 2 more bushes or cut down 2 more trees, we will have the points we need to make some basic borders on some graves. And that'll be nice. Give me that. Nice. So, simple gravestones. Got it. Let's drop this wood off. I'm going to use this moment to actually rest while it's nighttime because you get more energy back. Ooh, baked meat. You get more energy back during the night, for sleeping during the night, than you do for sleeping during the day. I come out here. We should now see in our woodcrafting bench that we can make these. Yes. Okay, so let's do some inventory. How many graves need borders in our graveyard? 1, 2, 3. 3. Ha ha ha. If we make 3 wooden planks and turn those into 3 borders, we will have 3 graveyard points. As simple as that. And I really need to get used to using the this. So we didn't used to have this. Here we go. Give. Right. So I want to make 3. So much better. These take a lot of energy to make. They are very cheap though, so that's fine. The other nice thing is that... Oh, Inquisitor! I've just seen the Inquisitor right nearby going up the path to Witch Hill. Oh, sad, he'll kill me, or even worse. Calm down, I'll go distract him. Maybe I'll find something on this hill that will help me get home. Yeah, let's do that, actually. We'll continue the blathering about graveyard stuff once we've gone and seen the Inquisitor. Everything is ready, Monsignor. Good. Were there any problems? No, Monsignor, except there was a strange fella snooping around. I was not snooping. Oh, there he is. Halt. Guys, calm down. I'm at the graveyard. Calls us guys? Why? He's a cultist for certain, Monsignor. I'm the graveyard keeper. I work as the keeper of the local graveyard. You can ask any of the villagers about me. You're definitely a new one. I feel that you're telling the truth. Would you join me at the witch burning ceremony? Sure. It would be my honor. So how did you find yourself in such an interesting position? Dodge. Well, it just happened that there's nothing special to say. Definitely hiding something, and I'll find out what. Here I am, the Great Inquisitor. I protect the one true faith and humankind itself. We're having a tough time in the town. The ship of the dead is already overloaded, and there's a new one stuck in the shipyard. The graveyard is opening again at a suspiciously auspicious time. The dark cult is rising. I can feel it. Righteous anger rises with it in my soul. We haven't revealed a witch for a long time, and now we're lighting up the second one this year. It's only the beginning. Burn the witch. Light the fire, burn the witch, burn! Yes, Monsignor. Long live the Great Inquisitor. Hurrah! So, you think a lot of the dead So you work a lot with dead bodies, do you? Yes, I think it's part of my job. You live right beside this hill near the graveyard, that right? Yes. Interesting, interesting. You know, I need someone to be my friend here at the village. A friend of mine is a friend of the Holy Inquisition. Villagers, they're different from us town citizens. You can't trust them. But you're new here. You might notice something unusual. Decline. I'm not interested in that kind of friendship. I see. Well, it's up to you. Just hope that you don't become my enemy. You may live now. Return to your duties. Yes. Honesty is the best policy when you're a cult leader. Our cult is small. Only 2 so far. Or 3 if you count Yorick. But I don't think Yorick really knows what he's gotten himself into. I don't think Jerry does either. Technically. That's alright. We don't need to get home to our girlfriend, we're just gonna start a cult. Cult of me. It's the best kind of cult. I'm gonna eat this human flesh that's been cooked to a delicious golden brown. And we're going to install some graveyard fences. Build! So that, each one of these will add 1 point to our graveyard, which is great. And we can replace this one and this one with one of these crosses, and that will be an improvement in terms of points. So that's good. So we could make 1, 2, 3 of these crosses. And then also we need another wooden repair kit so we can repair this cross and this cross. We'll also need stone repair kits. Oh, we got to repair that as well. So there's a little bit for us to do on this graveyard. What do we have though? We're out of nails, so we definitely need to go buy some nails, or else we're not going to get very far. So let's... How best to do this actually? What is a furnace going to take us to build? Furnace. It will take 14 stone, and we have enough iron parts, so we could actually do that without going to town. The village. My bad. The town and the village, very different places. We're going to have to do some stone mining. If we want to get anywhere. That's fine, this place needs to be cleaned up anyway. Alright, I think I have the stone I need. I do. Furnace. We can rotate you. Oh, only left and right. That's fine though. Stick you here. And we will build it. We'll be able to use firewood at this stage because we don't have access to coal to fuel this thing, but from sticks as well. We won't waste our sticks for that though. And we'll be able to make iron ingots, which we will then be able to turn into things. We can use metal scrap. Yeah, interesting. That was not something we had access to before. I'm going to put you in here, as well as you. Also put the berries and whatnot in here. And also make baked apple, baked mushrooms. I think we'll make some baked mushrooms. We'll probably take the poison value out of them, because they are normally poisonous. We also have some flesh, which I should put in chest. Cool. But now with this furnace, we'll be able to start making our own metal. Do we have access to an anvil? Do not. But we have points to spend. So, I suppose it would be in building, stoneworking, no, smithing. Yeah, primitive forging. Okay. Let's unlock that. And we can also get stoneworking. Wonderful. So a primitive anvil, 2 iron parts and 2 wood billet. We can certainly do the wood billet. It will also allow us to make a little bit of firewood on the side. Great. And let's build this. Cannot be rotated, that's fine, we'll put that there. Built instantly. So now we can go through the whole process of making some stuff. So, we need 10 for 90, okay. Oof. Let's make some more wood billet then. Super energy draining, but we've got some baked mushrooms, so what does it matter? Probably these aren't going to give us the most energy back. No. We're gonna... No, that was the wrong thing. Oh well, we're going to need these in the future anyway, so they may as well be here. Firewood. What's that other firewood recipe here? Oh, we can take apart a wood grave fence. Okay, so they've added recycling recipes. We can only afford to do this once. That means we have 90, which means we can do 3 iron ingots. Yeah, we want to move on to coal as soon as humanly possible, I think. Speaking of, what are we going to need to do that? Give me some more mushrooms. I would like to make more baked mushrooms, please. Also dig up these stumps so that the trees can regrow. I was on my way to check the recipe for the bridge to make sure. But got a little distracted. We're totally out of energy. Let's make... Nope, we can't. We need one more mushroom. Alright, I just unlocked mining. I don't know whether I actually needed to unlock that for swamp iron, but we'll take a look. There should be some swamp iron up here. Is this quarryable stone? Looks like quarryable stone. It's not. Here's some swamp iron. We have to be careful up here because if I remember right, there's enemies that spawn up here. But we have all the iron we need for now. We'll absolutely take brown mushrooms. The more brown mushrooms we can get, the better, because they are simple food. Should now be able to just do this. I noticed I could do that multiple times and now I regret it. Cool. So, what do we have in terms of money? 1 silver. So we may be able to get away with going to the blacksmith and buying some nails. So I'm going to do that. I think what I learned last time, and we'll see if it's the case, is that it's cheaper to buy the raw ingots and turn them into nails yourself. Because energy is cheap, and money is harder to come by, at least at this stage of the game. An ingot is 80, a single nail is 27 copper. I can make 4 nails. Yeah, so it is cheaper to get the iron ingots. We can afford a single iron ingot. And a single nail. So why not? Cool. So we made a killing. We made 1 extra nail. Can I have these berries? I can! I'm foraging for my life. Alright, back to the graveyard. Okay, so this is now working on 2 iron ingots. And we get 6 nails per ingot, so we made a heck of a killing actually by buying an iron ingot rather than the alternative. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to make 12 nails. Because any extra nails we will use in the future, I can guarantee you that. And we're going to take inventory of how many crosses we need to make again, because I have forgotten. 1, 2, 3. 3 crosses. That's good. And while we're here, let's check on the recipe for the bridge. It is 1... Oh, we could make that. 4 flitch, 1 plank. Alright. I think we could even make that once we've made the crosses. Because each cross is only 1 nail. I think we're certainly going to have more than enough. Okay, so wooden crosses. We need 3 planks. Do not have enough flitch. Okay, and we're gonna very quickly run out of inventory here. And by inventory, I mean energy. We do have an energy potion. That is true. 2 of these. Ooh, we got a body. Wonderful. Okay, I am gonna drink this. Waste not, want not. And a body. So, body. Are you good quality, or am I just gonna take your flesh and dump you in the river? I'm just gonna take your flesh and dump you in the river. Sweet deal. Because this floats down river to the town, I wonder if my dropping bodies in the river is actually going to negatively affect the town. Because we do get to go to the town in the full version, which we didn't in the beta. So I wonder if that's going to be a whole mechanic. We are negatively affecting the quality of the town by doing that. Install this cross here. We have enough energy, just. And we can replace these two. I know that by throwing bodies in the river I'm missing out on money, but also by keeping those bodies I am negatively affecting the stats of my grave for the future, so it's like a long-term decision, you know? Oh, I have also noticed that making iron ingots isn't just giving me piles and piles of ash, which is lovely, because I had no use for the ash in the beta. Okay, so we need 1 plank, 4 flitch, I think. So we're gonna have to cut down a tree. That's fine, this one will do. Come here, you. Okay, it should be all we need to repair that bridge and get across, which will be great because I think that gives us access, unless they moved it, because I have a feeling it was there only for the beta. It will give us access to quarryable coal and iron. Now have access to the west. I am going to take this time to install these couple of graves. Remove. Excuse me. It's well worth it. Worth 2 points rather than 1. Our grave is only at -2 now, so we fix up the these last 3 graves here. Last 4 because of that tombstone. So we need 1, or possibly 2, 3, 4. We need 1 stone repair kit and 1 wooden repair kit. Looks like. I'm gonna go get some rest. Okay, let's take a look over here and see if there's any changes that I don't expect. Up here there was a fishing spot and some sand that could be dug up. Yep, those 2 are still the same. This is a fishing spot like others you can find in the village, river, swamp and sea. Great. Start fishing, huh? A fishing rod. Right. Makes sense. I think we get that over at the lighthouse. So we got this. Clear the path. Blockage. Clear the path will require 10 wooden wedges, 2 wooden planks, and 4 simple iron parts. So that's way more achievable than the beta. So it did exist in the beta, and yes, as I thought, here used to be some iron and some coal. Or was it the other way around? Doesn't really matter. We do have this swamp iron. Hello. While I'm here, I may as well take it. But being that that's so cheap and actually doable at our technology level, I suppose that will lead to us being able to get access to coal and iron easily. So in the space of 2 episodes, we've almost got to a point that we were at in the beta. Turns out having previous knowledge of things is really useful. There's a lot more swamp iron around here. There didn't used to be this much accessible swamp iron. I suppose it makes sense actually, because if it's going to make the mistake of not trying to open that connection to the mountain as early as possible. What were the actual things? I think it was some iron parts. We have the wedges. Accidentally, but we have them. Yeah, 4 iron parts and 2 planks. I reckon we can do that before we end the episode. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're running a little bit over time, but I'd really like to see what's there, because I never got to see what was there. In the beta you needed some sort of potion, and the potion was well outside of my reach for as long as I had put time into the game. So I never got to see what that was all about. So let's head up here, drop off our goods, and then we will see about making a couple of things. Let's put the iron ingots in there. We don't need this stuff outside in our inventory. Can I take apart the crosses that I've got? It was here, wasn't it? Yes. I can take them apart. Get out of here, terrible crosses. You have become firewood. It also means you have become fuel for my furnace. Yes. That means we can make 3 more. Do it. So, 2 planks, 4 iron parts, and 10 wedges. Gotta stop doing that. Don't have to do that anymore. Okay, we have the iron parts we need. I think we have enough flitch for the wooden planks. I'm probably going to run out of energy before we get this done though. Or I'm not going to have enough energy for the actual task. Did I? Yeah, I did get 2. Okay. And then the 10 wedges. Great. I'm gonna go sleep. Oh, we got a body. We are being distracted. Our task at the hand, we are being distracted. Alright, buddy, what are you worth? Are you worth burying? No. You're not worth burying. I think the bodies you get, quality changes based on the actual overall graveyard quality that you have. So we are going to dump this one in the river. As per. We're going to slowly cause a plague to spread throughout the town. Goodbye. I'm going to head up here and remove the mountain wall. And I am going to be the worst, and you're going to see why I'm going to be the worst. You can probably guess why I'm going to be the worst, but you'll see why I'm going to be the worst. Out of my way, mountain wall. Wow, okay. Maybe I will have to come back, or maybe I'll have the exact amount of energy. Oh, we had enough. Alright, so I am the worst because that's where we're going to leave it. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.